guys and gals, Nary here from Drake Wayne Gaming, and some of you know me on Twitter, The Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you with the Let's Play episode of Heroes Advent, Kody's Path. So yeah, before we jump into it, just wanted to let y'all know that our Patreon is now up for as little as $5. Y'all can help support the channel and get some awesome rewards like full permanent access to our community Discord server, and access to all upcoming Not Safe for Work videos, all that for as little as $5. Anyway, y'all, alarm chain, you were up. Let's go. Kody. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Afterwards, you joined the others at the lobby. You could already see Alaric from afar. As everyone lined up, Alaric took the podium. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Sir Alaric. At ease, people, at ease. As some of you may already know, I've gathered you all here today to inform you of a very important guest, not only to the guild, but to our entire city, Lady Spring herself. You could hear faint murmurs amongst the mercenaries as everybody traded glances with one another. Indeed, the one and only sage of our land, one of many of you here probably haven't seen her in person before. She was the one who oversaw the Guardian Crystal's creation within the Vitrum Praetorium. Afterwards, once having made sure that we could fend for ourselves without her protection, she decided to leave Crystal Coast in our hands. For decades, we've honored her request to keeping this safe haven afloat. That is, until the recent transgressions from our opposition. Thus, Lady Spring has decided to return to lend her aid once more. I cannot stress enough how invaluable her support is to our cause. This also means she might face dangers from our own community, now that she's no longer incognito. For that reason, I ask of you, each and every one of you, to keep her safe, as much as how she's kept our predecessors safe before. Ensure that the road she arrives through remains on maximum security. All houses and properties in proximity must be checked thoroughly for threats. Last but not least, remain absolutely vigilant even in her presence. We cannot let our guard down just because Lady Spring is here to help us. Have I made myself clear? Sir, yes, sir! Very good, you are dismissed. Ordini Prosperita. Ordini Prosperita! As everyone went back to their duties, you met up with the others to discuss what Alaric announced. I guess it's her, after all. I suppose it's about time we see her in person. Did you know anything about this, Max? Me? Nope. I don't know what you're talking about. Either way, Lady Spring is coming to town, and Alaric wants us to secure the perimeter. We'll be present as a group. Why? Why? Are we splitting up to cover more grounds? Normally, sure, but we also need to keep an eye on Cassian. There'll be a lot of people on site. We wouldn't want to repeat it last time, right? Fair enough. Hey, makes sense as well. Well, I'm ready when you are. Same. Actually, I have something to show you guys. Here, take a look at this. Alex said as he took out a piece of old parchment with some writing scribbled on it. Huh? What's this, Alex? So, here's how this happened. Yesterday, when I was at the park, I picked up this note that somehow ended up on the path I took. I got a tad bit suspicious, because on my way there I did not see anything whatsoever, and yet somehow when I turned back around back to that spot, this note was sitting right there on an empty bench. Of course, I headed back to the lab as soon as I could. It felt a little unsafe being there alone at that moment. But what is it even about? Here, you guys take a look. Okay. Sounds like a bunch of gibberish to me. Huh. Looks like some kind of language. I don't know a single word, though. Well, are you sure this isn't just some letter or someone's letter or recipe? Kody said as he passed the note to you. Now. Cannot read the note. Cannot read the note. But that's the thing, Kody. The handwriting looks a bit too neat to be any of those things. This feels more like a message than anything. So I take it you've already deciphered it? Indeed. Well, it's less so an actual cipher, and more so an intentionally cryptic message, hidden between a mix of two different languages. Here goes. In the beginning, they were the finest. Always together, they had served, thrived, and overcame all. And yet, when the times changed, they were complacent. One moment they love and protect each other, the next they're nothing but bitter cats. They regret it, but they never say. And when the bitter drops cover the broken mirror, the eternal shroud will enlighten us all. Ominous. Second, y'all, it is water time. Okay. I do have quite a lot of complaints for the inconsistent grammar and wrong choice of words here, but alas. And well, in a sense, something tells me that this has something to do with a group or a faction that we might have to face. A faction? Do we even know who these people are? I'm afraid not, but they might have something to do with the evil king himself. How can you be so sure? Wait, I think Al might be onto something here. Have you guys ever heard of the King's Generals? I think so. Oh, those! Weren't they his finest warriors? That's the only thing I know about them. Yes, and they were also brothers in arms, long before all the Nether thing happened. Oh, so that happened to them? Highly likely, yes. This coincides with the last part of the note. But who could leave this really specific message for you to pick up? I don't really have a lead on anything at the moment, but if this note appeared at a time like this, it could be a sign, or a warning for what's to come. Then we'd better remain vigilant. Just make sure we work together and not end up like those bitter cats. What a silly way to describe people having beef with each other. Well, either way, that's enough of that. Let's get going soon. Alright, looks like everyone is ready to go. What about you, Cassian? Ready to go, or do you still have something else to do? Let's see. Got something to do first. Yeah, I have something else to take care of first. You guys mind waiting for me? Sure, we'll wait by the tavern. Just call any of us whenever you're ready to go. Just don't take too long, yeah? We don't got all day. Or I guess Lady Spring don't got all day waiting for you. Well, in that case, this is the perfect time to show you a recipe I came up with a new chef. Ooh, that sounds great. Let's go then. Didn't everyone here have breakfast already? That said, I don't mind an extra meal from Kody. All right, I guess everyone is on board. Let's go then. And so they all left for the tavern. All right, what should I do now? You went to check the request board, though you decided against it since you're supposed to stick to the group for the day. Let's do the gym. Yeah, strength training. Let's do, I think, Kody's is endurance. You focused on your endurance exercising for a while before taking a break. Feeling durable now. Let's do strength. You focused on your muscle strength for the session, exercising for a while before taking a break. Feel stronger now. Gym. Let's do agility. You focused on footwork and sidestepping, exercising for a while before taking a break. You feel more agile now. Well, that's all I can do here for now. I should call the others to let them know I'm ready. Let's do Private Max. Dialing. Oh, Cassian, are you ready? Let's do... No. No, I don't... Okay. No. Okay, we'll be here. Don't take too long. Let's do Kody. Dialing. Oh, there we go. Oh, is this on? Oh, Cassian, are you ready to join us? No. Oh, okay. I guess we have some more time to eat, guys. Anyone want desserts? Private broadcast. Alex. Dialing. Ah, hello, Cassian. Ready to join us? No. Fine, but why are you calling so soon? Oh, go finish whatever you're doing first. We'll be waiting. Raymond. Cassian, done with your stuff? No. Ah, did you just call me because you missed me, Cassian? Bah, anyway, we'll be here. Call us whenever you're ready. Curry of 0 messages. WMA, I can't go anywhere. I can't go anywhere. Private broadcast, let's do Kody. Okay. Yes. Yep, I'm ready, Kody. Okay, wait by the lobby. We'll meet you there. 1 second, y'all. Water time. You met up with the others at the lobby, raring to head out for the event. After a moment, you all set out to the spot Alaric designated for your group. Turns out it's quite close to the entrance of the Guardian Crystal. Quite a lot of people have already gathered there by the time you arrived. You waited for a while in anticipation. Kody also seemed rather restless. Lady Spring! Lady Spring! Though as soon as cheering broke out from afar, you knew that she's arrived. She's here! I wonder what she's like in person. I guess we'll see soon enough. Our Guardian confirmed that Alyssa is an alias for Lady Spring, so it must really be her. Still, it feels strange to see her again after all, and here too of all places. Yeah, it's such great work. Ah, man. I need to use that. It's really good. Lady Spring! Lady Spring! Oh, gods be praised! Bless our land with your almighty presence, fair sage! May you watch over our child, O great sage of spring! It's her! Oop! Max swiftly covered your mouth before you could cry out her name. Shh! Don't say that name in public, Cassian. You're right, sorry. You nodded at him as you stepped back in line with your group. As you looked at Alyssa, however, it seemed she'd already noticed you as she promptly greeted you back with a knowing smile. With a gleeful smile, you waved back at her as she got escorted further in. You followed the procession till the end, as the crowd gradually settled down around the inner park ring. For a brief moment, Alyssa remained silent before the guardian crystal as she gazed upon it. As she turned around and spoke, however, her voice was clear and resounding as can be. Citizens of Crystal Coast, though we may come from all walks of life, from the zenith of the mountains to the depths of the seas, we come together today for a common concern, the well-being of our kith and kin against this encroaching blight. These are dark times, and while my fellow sages and our champions may be heroes, we expect not the same duties from you. It is your lives you wish to safeguard, then please seek refuge. If it is yours, okay? Carry on the Maker's legacy. Let not your pure souls be corrupted. If you wish to depart, then go with the wind. Scatter like dandelions. Carry on this message. Carry on our people. And for those who wish to stay, stalwart as the mighty pine, you shall remain here to maintain their shelter for those who might return. Floris florent et solus ortus illuminat, ubicumque terrarum itis. Puridinem, semper concilium, et prosperitas aeterna invenitus. Ubi concordia, ibi victoria. Itac dum inter homines sumus, calamus humanitatem. Ordini prosperita. Ordini prosperita. Jesus Christ. Soon afterwards, the crowd dispersed as almost everybody returned to their places. Your team was about to leave as well when you noticed two of Alyssa's escorts approaching Max, whispering to him about something as he stepped away from the group. When he returned, he said that Alyssa had asked them all to speak with her in private at the inner park sanctum. In private? But isn't this a public space? Don't worry about that. These guards will lead us to her. Come on, team, let's vacate the premises. Do we really have to? I'd rather check back at the tavern for a bit. Come on, Kody. It's not every day you get to meet Lady Spring. And if it's a chance to convene with her, I'll take it. Let's go, guys. Time's a-wasting. Heh. Well, I can always count on Al to boss people around when it comes to something he's really invested in. I mean, I'd love to ask for her remarks on what we discovered about the soil, that's all. Well, be on your best behaviors, guys. We're going to meet Lady Spring, after all. Yeah. Before you moved along, you overheard a group of civilians... Why is that? Okay. A group of civilians talking amongst themselves. They, however, didn't seem too pleased with what Alyssa had to say. They then joined along with the guards to clear people out of the place. Afterwards, all of them stood guard, both in the inner and outer rings of Vittram Park. I'll save that right there. I'm kind of curious as to why that was highlighted. Anyway. Oh no, the water's out. Time to crack open a new one. Yeah. Oh god, that's so good. Max then led the team towards the inner sanctum close to the Guardian Crystal, which Alice took you to before. The guards then asked the rest of the group to stay outside while you were escorted in alone. Requesting your audience. Ooh, excuse me. Requesting your audience, Lady Spring. Granted. What do you require this time around? We're here with the person you requested, my lady. Thank you. If you may grant us some privacy, I would be grateful as well. Understood, my lady. You glanced at the guards as they promptly moved further away from the inner sanctum, bringing the group along as well. Kody had a puzzled yet curious look on his face as he walked away with the others. Soon enough, it was quiet again, with just you and Alyssa near the Guardian Crystal. I apologize. It must seem peculiar to you that I'd asked everyone to leave just as they've gathered around to welcome me back. Truth be told, I was rather overwhelmed. So many thoughts and emotions the people of Crystal Coast had harbored for me over the years. But I had to smile on, lest the last bastion of our people's courage faltered. Is that why you choose to live in the forest? Precisely so. Before you could say much else, Alyssa already pulled you in for a hug, before eventually letting go after a while. Oh, Cassian, I've missed you. How have you been, dear? Has the city been treating you well? I'm doing all right, Alyssa. The city and the guild has been welcoming to me. And it's really nice to see you again, ma'am. Thank you again for taking care of me, even in my dreams. I'm glad that you still knew it was me, even though the dissonance have messed up your memories in your dream, no doubt. And it's very relieving to see you're still doing well. Would you mind going for a walk with me, then? I can tell you have a lot of questions to be answered. Yes, ma'am. As you followed Alyssa along the inner sanctum, you couldn't help but keep a keen eye on her garment. It was intricate and elegant, and yet somehow felt familiar to you. Alright, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out the Patreon if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all. See y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!